Alright, so welcome if you're just tuning into the VOD. For this video we have Shishigami playing a 1700 ELO game as Ryze, using my favorite skin in the game, Professor Ryze. So I approve. If we look at team comps, the first thing I noticed is that he's playing Ryze with the Janna on his team, which is awesome. Ryze is really good with move speed because he like move speed quints are really good on Ryze to help him get in range of his W. His ranges are kind of low, so move speed is really helpful. So Janna passive is great on Ryze to help him with the move speed. We also see like Skarner and Gangplank on his team. Gangplank E gives you move speed, right? Or is it just maybe not? I can't believe I don't remember what Gangplank E does exactly, but Skarner is really good with move speed bonuses. Helps him get in range to pull people with his ultimate, so that's great. The enemy team, like, if we look, well, actually, okay, so there's some action going on. Looks like we're doing a sneaky invade. They're trying to sneak in. Caitlyn's setting up traps in the middle lane, so their team, the enemy team, is going to be distracted, trying to not let Kate set up traps, because that gives the mid a big advantage if Kate's allowed to do that. Alright, so they already forced the Vayne flash there, and looks like they're going to pick the Soraka. Yep, so Soraka didn't have flash, she had exhaust heal, so it was really good on them to turn and focus that Soraka, because they know that without that flash she can't get out. So it's a really good first blood, and in an earlier game we saw them get a first blood in the jungle, but then just leave and not do anything, and here we see them making a good play. They got that first blood and they're using that advantage to take the red. So Kennen is going to be kind of a rough lane for Ryze. Kennen's really good in lane in general. Like, for pretty much anyone, Kennen's really good against. So, I can't think of many matchups where Kennen loses lane. So you'll probably see Kennen play very aggressive and just try to right-click and trade on Ryze, because Ryze is not going to be able to trade with Kennen. Especially coming into lane with 100 mana, you just can't trade. You don't have any mana to trade with. So the best you can do is just trade right clicks, and Kennen's even going to do more damage with his right clicks. You guys have the same amount of AD, and Kennen gets the bonus like every 4th attack, proccing a Mark of the Storm, and extra damage. So, and you see there, like, you're forced to use a Q to trade with Kennen, and just keeps you with really low mana. So. Doing a good job of last hitting, and that's one thing we'll see at a 1700 ELO game. Won't see many missed last hits. Actually, I have a phone call, so I'm going to pause this right in time for the Rammus gank, and I'm going to mute my stream really quick, but I'll be right back. Phone call. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's my fiance checking in on me. So I pause at a very dramatic moment. We see Rammus coming in. Ryze has no flash. There's a hole in the creep line. Rammus might be able to get him. Kennen's looking in. If we look at summoners, Kennen has Ignite. Probably still has it up. Rammus has flash, so even Rammus could flash for this. We'll see what happens. Rammus does flash for it. He gets taunted. And it does not die, though. So, sorry, Law Replay got kind of messed up there. I guess pausing, it doesn't like that. So, but someone did flash, and that was Rammus. Rammus did flash in to try to get the taunt. What happened was Kennen got too close, and Kennen took the turret aggro, though, instead of the Rammus. And Kennen almost died because of that turret aggro. So a gank that really should have helped that Kennen and put him ahead is actually ended up putting him really far behind. he took like two, maybe three turret shots, and he had to use potions. So now Ryze is actually going to have a potion advantage. They are about the same HP, but Ryze has 2 potions, and this is a very silly dive. This Rammus is definitely going to die to that, and he just gave up his blue buff. So his blue buff's probably about to wear off if he started blue, but still, it's kind of a silly dive. I don't know why he did that. It's just going to put him behind. In general, like, diving for a kill isn't really worth it, and Ryze isn't going to be set that far behind. If Kennen can get the lane to his turret, then he's going to get behind before he gets there, and it looks like he probably will. Kennen pushes lanes really fast, so he's going to miss quite a few experience and stuff here. So that's alright. And here we see, so here we see Ryze is getting a Catalyst first. If you're watching my stream in the last replay, which I forgot to record, we had an unranked Ryze game who went tier first, and it really kind of set... the tier, I think, was a problem. And here we see, okay, good W, get that W off, force the Kennen to flash, nice work. So we're in a really good position now, because Garner should be, he's probably really close to level 5 right now, if he's been keeping up in his jungle, and he should be 6 before Kennen's flash is back up. So middle lane's in a really good position right now as far as summoners go. Ryze has flash, Kennen does not have flash, and Skarner should be 6 soon. So if Skarner comes mid with a level 6 gank when Kennen does not have flash, that's a guaranteed kill. If we look at CSing, is going pretty well. 30 CS is pretty good against Kennen's 29, so very even in CS. Shishigami is doing a really good job of dealing with the Ryze last hit animation. And we'll see why Catalyst is so strong early game, and why I really like Catalyst first on Ryze. You'll see he's been very free with using his Q since he got the Catalyst to last hit and harass. And his mana is still staying high, his health is staying high. He's already got one level proc on the Catalyst, so he's already got 250 HP and 200 mana from that Catalyst already, and he's had it for like a minute. So this is why Catalyst is really strong in general, and it's really good on Ryze because it helps compensate for your poor early game. So if you'll notice, Shishigami is doing a really good job. He's not auto-attacking to push the lane at all, except right there, where he started auto-attacking and using spells a little bit, because he's trying to hold his lane in the center. He doesn't want his lane to push into his turret, because that'll reset the lane. So he's trying to keep a minion balance. He's trying to make sure that their team has just as many minions as his team does. So here you'll see the benefit of Catalyst. You're able to trade like this. Okay, good. So, very good. So, right there, if you look, he lived with 200 HP, and even maybe a little bit less because the Catalyst proc was going. He would not have been able to do that had he rushed a tier. He would have died because he didn't have the HP. So the Catalyst is what allows him to be aggressive like that. And also, if he started tier, he'd be out of mana right now because he used all those spells. And Catalyst gives you that mana proc. So, Kata first is so good on Ryze because of that. And he had to flash from the Rammus gank because Rammus was crazy fast with his level 2 boots, but it was good. It was a really good play. I think Shishigami could have killed the Rammus if he reacted a little faster after he flashed out to keep hitting the Rammus, but so he's in a really good position. Shishigami got boots 2 now, which is going to be really helpful against the Kennen because of the stun. Kennen is really strong right now because of the Hextech Revolver. He has really high sustain. So this harass, it might not do very much against this Kennen. But this is why this is why Catalyst is so good on Ryze. He can be so aggressive with that trading. You see, he just walks up and half health the Kennen. And he's able to do that because of the Catalyst. And it's going to get even better because Skarner's giving him blue right now. So once he comes back with blue, he's going to be able to be very aggressive and just walk up and just be a bruiser on this Kennen. And Ryze is very strong in lane if he gets an advantage. So since he has an advantage, he has 3 kills to Kennen's 1 kill. He's going to be able to use this advantage and a level advantage to really punish this Kennen. So. And I want to keep reiterating how good Kata is as a first item in Ryze, because it lets him trade not only because of the mana to use the spells, but also the health regen. It lets you trade because you just beat them up, but then you're like, oh, I just leveled, I get 250 HP back. So it's really strong. A fun fact about Catalyst, for those who maybe are newer to the game, it didn't used to be over time. So when you level up, you get 250 health over 8 seconds. It used to be just instant. You just instantly got that health back. So you'd always try to plan to bait with your Catalyst. You try to, like, he's really close to level right now, so you try to fight, like, right before getting that level. And so in the middle of that fight, he would just instantly heal 250. So that was a really early ignite. That Skarner was not going to be able to catch that cannon, and he didn't do enough damage, so that was a miss ignite. It was a little bad, but this cannon is staying in lane. I don't know why. Okay, this is too aggressive, especially with the enemy team right here. But I don't know what your team was doing. You're going to be caught though, and so getting caught right here, that all stemmed from being just a little too aggressive. And going for that cannon kill, taking the 2 turret hits and putting you out of position. If you had just backed right away, definitely would have been gone there. So, and being too aggressive there, that you just lost that advantage that you've had in lane that you're using very well. Alright, now here's the point where I don't like your build very much. You had enough for tier. You should have gotten tier instead of the chain vest. Especially against a cannon, like, since you're against a cannon in lane, you don't really need the armor. So I am a little confused why the chain vest is coming out so early. Especially if we look at their team, like Vayne is their only AD, and you're not going to see much Vayne. Like when Rammus ganks you, it's going to be mostly magic damage because of his ultimate. And Irelia is a good mix. Like I'm not sure how I feel about that chain vest. I really think you should have gotten a tier because you need to start charging it up. So if Kennen is really going back to base right now, it's probably worth it to pop your ulti and clear this wave really fast, get it pushed up to the turret. And then what you could also do is, since you know Kennen's in base, and you know he's going to go mid because there's a big wave at his turret, as soon as you push that up, you could go roam top right now because Irelia's pretty pushed up. She probably has it warded, but... Okay, so good. You're pushing up and... Okay, you're going to take Ryze, so I thought you were going to go roam bottom. Oh, Vayne's actually here, which is weird. I don't know why Vayne's here. But as soon as you saw Kennen was recalling, you could have definitely... this is too aggressive because it's 2v1. No, Janna's there though. You're going to end up killing that Vayne, but you're probably going to die to the Kennen. Very good ultimate by Janna. So Janna is very good against Kennen because of that. As soon as Kennen ulted, Janna just flung him away. He was like, get out of here. So at first that was a bad fight, and I said it was a bad fight, but I didn't see the Janna coming. And you probably did. So that was a really good heads-up play by that Janna to get in there and help you take that. It's actually an ace. I guess, did GP kill the Irelia? Weird. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to Irelia, but this is a free dragon for you guys, so that's a good play. That was just a great play by that Janna to get there and react. And then the second Kennen started his ultimate, Janna flung her out of there. So that Kennen did almost no damage with the ultimate. That was a really good play. And this is why Janna is really good against Kennen. Anyone with a knockback, like Vayne is pretty good against Kennen. Lee Sin is good. Janna's good. Because as soon as Kennen ults, you just fling him out of there. Alistar is really good against Kennen. Please pause more in IRC. I could pause more, but it did really weird things when I like unpaused it. It like glitched out. So like I thought about experimenting with pause and slowing things down to talk about them, but low replay is really weird with stuff like that. It messes up cooldowns, and I don't like it. Like I think the cooldown timers might be messed up now because I did pause. And that's why I really want like an official replay client. Okay, good job picking that Rammus. And you might pick up his Soraka. That silence is going to help, but your team's in a really good position. I'm assuming you're going to win this game because right now this is your game to lose. The only concerning thing is like you guys have Kate and they have Vayne, so their AD is going to be much stronger late game, but you have Ryze. Ryze is amazing late game, so you also have that. Wow, that Vayne was really out of position. Good job catching that Vayne. So, Ryze is really strong if you're able to just walk up and W people like that. That's that's really poor play by that Vayne. Like, the range on W is pretty small. Like, if you look at it, there's no really reason for you to be able to just walk up and catch Vayne like that without her tumbling away or anything. But it was a really good play by you to do that. And yeah, at this point, Ryze is just really strong. So you guys are you're doing a good job. You guys are definitely winning, and you have a big advantage, and you're doing a good job of using that advantage. You're playing very aggressively. You're taking turrets. This dive is a little too reckless. It's really hard to dive a Soraka who has 3 heals up. Like it's really hard to dive a Soraka. In general, like you just never want to dive Soraka when she has everything up because she's gonna burst heal for her entire HP bar and probably more. These guys are going crazy though. Like GP's ult is up. GP could have ulted that and picked up a double kill probably. At least Kennen died. That was silly. Skarner probably could save his mid-turret if he just gets down there. Like, Vayne's low health. He is really slow to react, and he's just taking his red buff, so he probably could have saved that mid-turret, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's not really that important. Actually, they're afraid of you, so you're going to save it all by yourself, which is understandable. Like, Ryze is pretty scary. Yeah, you guys should fight this. They're low health. I think you should have been a lot more aggressive there and started chasing them because you had Skarner coming in and Janna with you, and I think you definitely could have fought that. Because like if Vayne got in range, you could have just instantly killed her, and then they wouldn't do any damage. But yeah, I think we are going to see your damage fall off a little bit because you don't have tier. It's definitely a big mistake not getting a tier out of Goddess on Ryze. If we look at how last hitting's going, you're at 90, which is a little low at this point in the game, but I think the main reason is there's been a lot of action mid. There's been like 3 team fights like over here in mid. You've already put like both mid turrets are down already. There's been a lot of action mid, so it hasn't really been like a boring farm fest lane like top where Irelia has 140 CS, and that's a problem. A farmed Irelia is really scary, and your Irelia has almost double your Gangplank CS. So while your team's doing really well everywhere else, top lane is losing really hard. So you guys need to be really careful with that. And the fact that they have an Irelia that's farming so well makes me a little scared of late game for you guys. Irelia is another really strong late game champion. So they have Irelia and Vayne, which makes their late game really scary. Skarner is really good late game too, though. So you're split from your team right now, so you need to be a little careful. They're running 2v1, which is kind of funny. You're that scary, but and good job coming in here to cut off their escape. That's going to be a couple kills for you. Oh no, Rammus doesn't die. Uh-oh, this is bad. This is a bad dive. Good W on the Kennen though. That's a good heads up play to stop that Kennen from getting in range of ulting. You guys just need to stall them, and just don't let them recall because Kate's pushing bottom right now. So if you guys just kind of kite them a little more, like Ryze and Kennen, you guys could have cut them off here 2v2 and stop them from going bottom on this Caitlyn. Like this Caitlyn's in trouble now because both Soraka and Vayne are coming and Rammus is going to catch her. So you guys could have Well, actually, she might get away. That was a really good flash. She flashed over Rammus's power ball, which made it so that he's gonna dive her though. Like, I think you and Janna could have intercepted the Vayne and made it so that they weren't able to come get the Caitlyn. And that's one thing that you have to do if you have a teammate that's split pushing and you're doing split pushing. You have to apply pressure so that they can't swarm the one person split pushing. But I think that was a mistake that you guys could have done there. And so now you're trying to take this dragon 4v5. This is not good. You guys need to leave. You guys should probably just let them have this dragon. If you get a really good engage, you're going to be able to win this, but you don't have Gangplank ult and you don't have Janna ult, so this is a really scary fight for you guys. Okay, I lied. Cooldowns are messed up, so you do have Gangplank ult. But you don't... Okay, there's Janna ult. That Janna ult was late. She could have done a lot earlier on that cannon, but... And Caitlyn got into the fight at least, so you guys are going to be okay in this fight. You guys need to get on this Vayne, though. This Vayne is completely free, and she's going to come in behind and start hitting people. Okay, yeah, so that's not going to kill her, but there we go. So it's fine. You guys cleaned up. Kate came in late and just cleaned up everyone, so it's fine that, like, you guys focus Rammus because like, you kind of have to focus Rammus at certain champions. So in general, like, a lot of people, when you're playing AD specifically, you're going to have to kill the tank because it's generally the only thing you can hit. And a lot of people, this is something that's common for, like, lower level players to think, is that the AD carry should kill everyone. And they need to focus, like, their AD carry. And that's not how it works at all. AD's carry job is to just hit whatever they can. And that's why Last Whisper is, like, a core item on all AD carries, because most of the time you end up hitting the tank, and that's fine. You just need to be able to kill the tank. You guys should be okay here. Caitlyn's not right-clicking, though. Like, there we go. Caitlyn should be hitting the cannon. She should have been hitting the Vayne. Yeah, I see that you got screwed by pathing there. So it didn't look like he got many spells off in that engage. As soon as he got cut, it looked like he just kind of got screwed by pathing. Like, you're probably clicking, like, over here, and it couldn't decide which to send you, like, this way or this way. And you probably should have just fought that. Like, it was... you guys are ahead, and you should have just, instead of trying to run away, just fought. Like, Ryze is so strong with your R up, you probably wouldn't have taken much damage. You could have just fought them and probably won that fight, but... Yeah, he definitely got CC'd, but he wasn't CC'd the whole time. This Caitlyn's in a bad spot. She's going way too crazy. Yeah, you guys need to, like, try to save her. She ran the wrong way. She should have ran up, though. No, good job picking up the Rammus, at least. You guys should... She sent that Q the total wrong direction, but that's okay. Yeah, you should be able to clean this up. Yeah, get that red buff! Get the red buff! I love red buff on Ryze. I said this in my last video, but I'll say it again, because the last one didn't get recorded. Red buff is really good on Ryze, because now red buff procs on direct damage spells. So red buff will proc on Ryze's Q, which will give you, like, I don't know how much extra damage, but... Yeah, it doesn't say, and I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but every time you Q'd, you get extra 2 damage on your Q if you have red buff. It's really good. I think red buff should always go to Ryze. No, I don't think that, actually, but it is good. So in general, you're playing a pretty good Ryze game. You're just, like, too aggressive. You've gotten caught out of position a few times, just a little too aggressive tower dives. But that's okay. Like, in general, you're trading whenever that's happening, so it's not horrible. Your damage is a little low because your tier isn't very charged right now, only at 76 bonus mana. This Irelia is going to be a really big problem, though. I'm very scared of this Irelia. almost 200 CS. She's looking really strong. But the other side, your Caitlyn is really, really strong. Like, your Caitlyn's huge right now. So. And so right now, you're saying you're so weak, and yeah, you're behind because your tier's uncharged. But what you can start doing if you start feeling weak as someone like Ryze, Ryze is so tanky, he's really effective at kind of playing like almost like a bruiser. They can kind of waddle into the team and kill their AD carry. One thing you can do on Ryze is you can transition into playing more of like a support your own AD carry game, especially since Caitlyn is so strong right now. You can transition and play more of a, instead of going crazy and trying to kill the other team and their squishes and their carries, you can transition and like help Kate get this Irelia off her. There's one thing, if you're ever playing against an Irelia, you need to have some way of getting her off of your AD carry. Okay, good. You did get Baron. I thought I saw a miss smite, so I got nervous. But so you see, Kate is actually dueling this Irelia fine because Kate is just that fed. But in general, like you need someone to help save your AD carries from a fed Irelia. But Kate was just fine. Like Janna helped her, so that was good. And you guys destroyed their team. So looks like Kennen is split pushing. You guys should just push through. We have 20 seconds with just Rammus defending and GP backed, which is fine. But you guys should definitely get an inhibitor right now. And then you should back, because you're not going to get much more. And the inhibitor is a little risky, since Vayne is up, Zorak is up, but you have 10 seconds before Irelia, so the inhibitor's fine here. You just have to watch getting caught, so you guys need to all back together and make sure you don't get caught, because Rammus is really fast, and he can catch you guys. Yeah, GP's saying I thought they got that Baron too. It looked like Rammus missed smite, or I saw a smite go off early, and I don't know if Rammus panic smited it, or if Skarner missed the smite, and then you guys got lucky anyway. So Janna did a good job. She ulted the Rammus away to try to prevent the smite steal from happening. Shishigami is saying, I think I got the last hit on Baron. It said plus 25 gold. Yeah, okay, so yeah, there's definitely a miss smite. You guys were really fortunate. The Rammus might not have even been in range to smite. It's hard to tell. Because Janna ulted her away, which is good. Another thing is, like, Skarner, you can smite through silence, and you can smite through stuns. You can smite through anything except suppress. You can always cast smite unless you're suppressed. So Skarner is really good in contested Barons like that, either if you're trying to steal or if you're trying to protect, because he can just suppress their smiter, and then they can't smite and he gets to smite. So he's really good at stealing Barons, because he just runs in there and suppresses their smite, and then smites it himself. So, I mean, it's pretty hard to steal a Baron from, like, Skarner, but it's okay. You guys got it anyway, even though Skarner missed his smite. And, you guys are going to win, so... And the big thing, like with Shishigami's game, I think, is just too aggressive a few times. Like, you had a really strong advantage early game, but that advantage was lost in a couple of ways. The first was that you played too aggressive and got caught a couple times, which lost your advantage. And the second is you didn't buy a tier early, which also lost your advantage. It made you pretty tanky going the Shroud first, but made your damage fall off pretty hard. But Skarner wins games, so it's okay. Yeah, and here we see the Irelia is just going to kill your AD carry game. Oh, I thought she was going to live. Janna's trying really hard to end the game. The poor Janna. Oh, can she do it? Ah, she had to run away. Oh, cool. Thanks, Monarch. I didn't know there was a Reddit.lol stream, but that's really cool. Thank you. I didn't know there was a Reddit.lol IRC either. Have to join it. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and end that recording. I didn't have a lot to say that game. I mean, you guys won. It was a pretty decisive win. It was just a few mistakes in positioning, and just little things like missing your tier, and you probably could have roamed a little bit in your lane when Kennen went back, like that one time I specifically. But other than that, a pretty good game. I didn't have a lot to say. Mazcon? Okay. Oh, okay, so that's why. You posted it in one of my other threads, which is fine. Yeah, I'm still behind on replays because I got a lot of them, like the first day I asked for them. And so let's see how long ago I got that replay, so I have some idea. Okay, Mezcon, I'll do your replay tomorrow. How about that? Since you posted it 4 days ago, it's about that time where I'm starting to do 4 days ago replays. Like that one was a 4 days ago replay. So yeah, I'll do yours tomorrow, Maz. I never said I would do it tomorrow. I don't think I did, at least. I did. I don't think so. Let's check. Do you guys have any questions for me? Any comments? Just let me know. Did I end the recording?